brain of these two players.
Oh my God.
versus Stock Cancel Gaming, Team Crystal, Hona.
So
this is going to be a great match.
This is determined first seed, I think.
Wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me. SFOP is somebody who we touched on before. Definitely made some waves recently in the DFW area, but he's going to go against one of the best players in Oklahoma.
Arguably top 2, just behind Mr. Meeseeks. But SFOP making waves as of recently. I don't know where they're going to start.
This is indeed for first seed, and this is going to be a matchup, I think, between. I thought it was going to be between Falcon and Ness, but instead it seems like we're going with the Fox instead.
SFOP has been opting more for Fox lately.
And Fox does have a pretty strong matchup against Ness, does he not?
Yeah, I feel like Falcon does too because of how much range he has. But maybe it's just he's feeling the Fox today.
That's true. The one thing though is obviously Fox definitely, everyone knows how to combo Fox very well.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And so and especially when you combine that with a character like Ness, who has such a huge punish game already, I think the two kind of go hand in hand. And so even though SFOP will be probably getting most of the openings in this game, you can expect some really huge punishes from Hona.
Yeah, for sure. But Fox is no slouch in the punish
department.
Oh,
yeah. By no means. But and we're already seeing that right now off stage, courtesy of that shine. He's going to be waiting for Hona to use that recovery. Almost lands that third up air, but he's just outside of range.
Yeah, and he's just keeping him in the corner. Ness doesn't have a lot of options to get out of the corner because his out of shield options are pretty lackluster.
Interesting.
Up B is a terrible out of shield option, and Nair is your second best, but it's lacking in range.
Up smash from SFOP, going to be drawing first blood against Hona. Hona, however, getting that PK fire, it's what he's looking for. We've seen him go for that option so many times because he knows that if he can land it, he can get a grab. And after those grabs, he can find some nice follow-ups. But so far, the punish game hasn't been quite as massive as we had predicted. No sweet spot on that back air. It's going to be costing Hona even more precious percentage as SFOP is able to rack a little bit extra credit before finally being taken out.
Just gets that back air to steal that stock right now. Okay, we're starting out with this next stock. SFOP is just trying to play the patient spacing game instead of cornering him right now, which is really working for him. Maybe he got a little scared because, like you said, Ness can combo super hard, and he just got comboed super hard.
Nice. He's coming in with that fair. Time to go ahead and get the grab. The patience, but
Ooh,
not patient enough. Doesn't wait in time to go ahead and space around the get up attack just outside of range. Can he make it back onto the ledge?
No.
Oh.
That is definitely very unfortunate.
Just a touch short.
Read that roll in, but just did not convert correctly. A bear? Just gets the 2 lasers.
Getting the gun, and the lasers put him at the perfect percentage.
He knew.
Those follow-up up airs. So nice. I love the punish game that we've been seeing so far from SFOP. He's been really on point. Hona, he hasn't really been succeeding in a lot of different aspects. He's definitely behind when it comes to wins in neutral, like we said before, but he's not making up for it when it comes to the punish game, which is why we're seeing this 2-stock deficit.
All right. We've got, right now he's still doing a great job of keeping him in the corner.
Man, that was the hardest read.
That was you're going in a little too hard, kid.
Yeah, man. You're still in first grade, man.
You're not an adult yet. But yeah, that was a pretty.
I feel like he could have maybe lived from there if his DI was better.
Yeah, not necessarily dominant performance, but yeah, there was never really a time where I felt like Hona really had control.
Yeah, and like we said before, the openings that he did have, he didn't do the best job of really capitalizing on.
Yeah.
Which allowed SFOP to really keep the momentum that he had.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So it's like SFOP won both in the neutral game as well as on the punish game, and it just really paid off at the end.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
But where was it that you felt that SFOP was getting his wins in neutral? Because when I think about Hona, he went for so many of those PK Fire openings that SFOP started just playing it really close to face to prevent those from really coming out.
Yeah, it was mostly just the close-up game. When he was keeping him cornered, he seemed to be having a problem. I like this stage choice because it's more open.
Right.
With more space.
Gives him a little bit more room to try to weave around the aggression that we've been seeing from SFOP, but he's been so on point so far with a lot of these aerials. And like you saw, he wave dash back gives him a little bit of space, and that opens up opportunities for Hona to potentially start some of those PK fires. No PK fire necessary, able to get a nice set of grabs. I love the back air as well, but just short on the PK fire. There's the follow-up after that nair. That up smash was beautiful.
Yeah, nice conversion off the nair into up smash. He's just not getting the openings he really needs right now, because you can see how much he can punish off of like one grab. It's just that SFOP's converting harder and he's getting more openings. It sounds pretty simple, but it's really the only thing that's like preventing him from being in the lead right now.
Finally able to get the grab and the sweet spot back air as well, but great DI from SFOP allows him to go ahead and survive a touch longer. Stuffs out that F smash attempt. Hobson uses that there, but finally the sweet spot bear, just too high of a percent for SFOP, even with great DI to make it back.
Definitely. So Hona should really be looking for more opportunities to separate into a mid-range game, because he's got a good read on SFOP's movement, but he should try to play more of a mid-range game, although he doesn't have as much mid-range moves. Just because he can cover some of the space with wave dash back and those double jump cancels, which he doesn't seem to be using a lot of. And when SFOP's playing the long range with the close range game, it just doesn't seem to be working out for Hona.
Well, is one of the reasons why Hona can't play the mid range just because of like how fast the rushdown is?
I think that's probably the main reason. I don't know if there's any other factors contributing to that. It might just be the way he plays as a player.
That was a beautiful, beautiful setup to get the grab. But he hasn't been connecting on these PK fires, which have been limiting some of the potential openings.
Ooh,
great smash
That
DI.
was amazing.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
And we've got 5 damage off those lasers.
Whiffing on some of these grabs. Fortunate for him, doesn't get the strongest hit of that up smash, but is that a falling up air?
That was a falling up air. You're just chilling dude at him.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Up throw. Nice back air, and that should kill off the top. So last stock situation for Hona. Definitely doable if he gets a solid conversion. Okay, good smash out of the PK fire to escape.
This is big. Look for those grabs to be a really big point. He's able to go ahead and chain them together very nicely. Whoa, that had to be a technical error, and it's going to cost him the game. Really unfortunate there for Hona.
Yeah, that's a little rough. SFOP definitely played really well that set, though.
No, I like it. He didn't even give Hona really a chance to play Ness. He just went in there and was just like, I'm Fox, and I'm going to dictate the entire pace.
Yeah, he definitely had control of the pace through
that
complete
control.
Until the end, very, very end.
Well, what could Hona have really done maybe to adjust to it, some of, I guess, the ways that of play that we saw from SFOP?
It felt like he tried to challenge SFOP's pressure a little too much, which is when he was getting cornered and flustered. So I would have just tried to, like, separate yourself as much as possible. Take your time, dash dance in the corner. Because it felt like just when he was getting cornered was when he was having the biggest problems.